Hey, I have two questions. One's political, the other one's much more important. In your opinion, what's the best course of action towards North Korea? And the second question, what is your prediction for the end of Game of Thrones Season 7?
Okay. I, too, am much more fascinated with the second question. In fact, I'm very sad that I'll be signing books for you instead of watching it tonight. But it's so... I love all of you, but Game of Thrones is on. Come on. As to the first question with North Korea, I wish I had a simple answer for you. I don't think there is one. Just like every other problem that festers in American foreign policy, this is a problem 50 years in the making, and it's not going to be solved overnight because they have 13,000 pieces of ordnance pointed at Seoul. Even if we were to try and take out the Kim regime, there's a good shot that if they thought they were going down, they'd start firing ordnance into Seoul, and there are, millions of people in Seoul. You could easily see 200,000 people being killed by the Kim regime as they go out in a final conflagration of glory. So the options become very limited. I think that what President Trump was actually threatening today is the right course of action. You actually do have to put some significant, heavy economic pressure on China if you want them to oust the Kim regime. By the way, I think that is the best case for sanctions on China. I don't think that trade is a good reason for sanctions on China. I think that this is a good reason. The human rights reason is a much better reason for sanctions. So that seems to me the only real method that is available to us other than a very risky operation. Now, again, maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sitting with the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So maybe we have some military options on the table that are really fantastic. I don't know. If we do, we should use them. If we don't, then all that's available to us is the economic leverage that we have at our disposal. As far as Game of Thrones, so now the good part. So as far as what I think is going to happen at the end of Game of Thrones, so I think my business partner, Jeremy Boring, is fantastic at predicting these things, and he has a beautiful explanation of what's going to happen for the rest of the season. I don't want to spoil it for all the people who are watching, because I think he's right on in how it's going to go. I will just tell you what I think the end of the series is going to be. So I think the end of the series is going, I think Dany's going to die. I don't think she's going to survive. I think John will survive, but I don't think he's going to be king. I think what's going to end up happening is he's going to devolve power to a council led by Tyrion. I think that's where this is going, which is going to be really disappointing, because they've been fighting over the Iron Throne for 8 seasons, and we've all gotten into our monarchist, feel, and then they go to democracy. It's going to be like, God, have you seen democracy lately? So, but that's where I think that it's going to go.
All right, thank you.